Hey guys! As a founder, you might already understand that the design brings a substantial competitive advantage in terms of acquiring early adopters and even fundraising. And most commonly, founders think a good design requires a huge budget and spend money on working with cheap and unexperienced designers, freelancers. Since me and my agency has been helping early founders already for 6 years, I gathered my own advice how you should take off the design for an MVP, make it super efficient and superb quality. Let's get started! First of all of us understand an MVP equals speed, and we forget about perfection, tens of features. You can be doubting on that because it is your competitive advantage, and you should make everything super perfect to enter the market with a big launch and acquire as much early adopters as possible. I have my own rules and advice for creating an MVP. First of all, you should focus on time to market, not perfection. Time to market or time for MVP development should be, in my opinion, not more than 3 months. And you should spend not more than $100,000. Perfectly, you should consider the budget between 20K and 100K. So how to outbid competitors then, you would ask me, if it will not be perfect? My advice will be to focus on a few features on the beginning, conduct competitor research. You should market your product by telling why it's better than competitors, why your actual initial features are highly valuable, and what pain points are they solving. The first advice will be pain identification. How do I usually do it? I create portraits of the customer and potential users, and I'm brainstorming on their pain points. Also, I sit down and create competitor research to understand their strengths and weaknesses. Also, I see valuable adding their monetization model, how they sell, how they market themselves. And it is a part of an initial vision, and it should come from the founder. Sure, you can delegate to agency everything, but then it will be really costly. Believe me, if you want to be a good founder, you should definitely do it by yourself. It is your homework. In my opinion, it better shouldn't be delegated. Only in case you don't have time at all and you're ready to leverage your money. So your vision can be expanded by the agency by conducting competitor research. So this is something you can delegate. So agency can walk through your competitor products and compare their user flows, give you a complete report of their strengths and weaknesses in their user flows. Also, agency can make it better documented. But this is something you definitely can do by yourself, save money. Maybe it will be lower quality, but you will better build up your vision on why your product is valuable and what will you sell. Here is where the agency could step in and help you visualize it by raw prototyping, either wireframes. At this stage, we have two goals. Build a rough visualization of all user touchpoints, either user flows, and here's where you come up with your user experience. You understand user paths, how they interact with the product, and what will really help is to link those mockups, create a clickable prototype. And you can even start giving it testing with your potential users, with your peers, among your network. Guys, it will give tremendous insights, really big number of insights on your user interactions. So you already will have a vision how to simplify it just by investing into raw prototypes. Here's an example how they look like. So this is our real project. We create rough mockups without fancy UI, but we always reflect all required data. And we create steps for every user flow. So then we link them up, and our client goes and tests it by himself, which also saves him money and gets insights on the vision and how to make interactivity simpler. Once you already figured out the user experience part, start creating high-fidelity UI, but don't be focused on creating everything custom from scratch. In this way, it will require additional development time to create components. This is my big advice for you guys. How to save up money in building the MVP is to use an open source design system. And actually there are plenty of them, which looks really good and easy to use in development, and both in design. So using an open source design system like ShadCN, NextUI, Chakra UI, Tailwind UI, those I personally recommend. My team used them in my agency, so I'm sure in their dev quality, in their design quality. Yeah, once again, using an open source design system will save you time in designing and in development, which is crucial for MVP. Covering all of user flows is mandatory. You should also keep in mind covering all system states of UI for success and fail cases. Your designs should feel like they already built, and it's really simple to do. Just put real data there. It's also really simple with AI plugins now in Figma. Just using real data should be a good practice. And once you get your user flows together, make them linked and go test them. You understand it's much better than testing raw mockups, so you already can acquire like real potential customers for testing. This is a mockup from Figma of one of our apps, how we usually divide and organize Figma by user flows and create all possible states in user flows, show all models with all warning messages, all fail cases too. Validation. Once you get your UI linked as a clickable prototype, you should go and gather insights, which is actually really simple. I will speak up about how to source people for interviews in a second, but first what you should understand that everyone who spoke to their users once know how insightful it is. You can easily grab 10 plus insights from a 30-minute interview. My advice is to be open-minded, ask questions. Don't tell a lot about your product, because people who you interview should figure this out by themselves. From my experience and what I recommend my clients is to interview around 5 people for one of your cohorts. Cohorts, either user groups, should be broke down by their needs. 5 people should be enough. Sure, more is better, but not less. How to actually source those people? First of all, you should define those users and customers' profile. Then start sourcing within your close network. Ask friends to participate. Ask your friends if they know anybody. You should definitely publish a post in social media to acquire some participants. You will definitely get someone. And the last step is only applicable if you didn't fill up your purposes in first two. You can start looking for relevant people in LinkedIn. My suggestion, how to motivate them to attend and to participate in an interview, is to give them a small gift like $50 Amazon gift card. It works in most of the cases, so it will be a meaningful exchange for their time. What I really suggest you to do is to get this user research template from the description. It is the one we use in our team while conducting user researches for our clients. You will find questionnaires, a list of the interviews. So this is a perfect structure how you should manage your user interviews. Let me show you how it actually looks like in Notion. This is the Notion file you will get, questionnaires, what you can ask before the interview to qualify your participants. Script, interview with current clients, some of question examples that might help you to create your own. Then you have a database of participants, which then will be linked to their interviews, and it is just a good practice to keep all of them together in one place. We suggest break down a list of pains they mentioned. Jobs requires your users, your customers' needs. And then you link everything up to product features. Pains, gains, and jobs. This is a jobs to be done structure. Intercom does it. Many California startups do it. You will get this for free in the description, so go and find it. Read the Mom Test book. It is super short, but this is like a Bible for user interviews. It is so meaningful, so valuable. It will teach you how people are lying on user interviews, how to actually structure your questions so they will be answered properly. This is a must read for every early founder. Just if you didn't read it yet, just take an online copy and read it. It is like 2 evenings homework. It doesn't require a lot of time. So the average MVP design time frame. Your first initiation stage shouldn't take more than 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, create computer analysis, user personas, monetization plan, some of user flows description, and start designing it. Raw designs will take from 2 to 4 weeks, not more. Better creating less, but be stick to 4 weeks timeline. High fidelity UI, this is where you invest more time, polishing up the UI, implementing a design system, creating mockups, which are actually covering every step in your product. Then iteration takes an infinity of time. Run user interviews, surveys, check Hotjar, like screencasts and warm maps of your users' behavior. Simplify features with developers, create A/B tests, and break your designs in versions, so you can roll out updates by versions. Yeah, guys, this is it. Just a small homework. Conduct computer research, design rough mockups with a designer, create a plan for user researches. While researching, use our user research repository, which definitely will help you to store insights properly, in a usable way. Read the Mom Test to run interviews correctly. Interview 5 people for 1 user group. If you have 2 or 3 user groups, conduct 10 to 15 interviews and it will be enough. Document the insights and start implementing them. So then, thank you. It has been Pavel, the CEO of Merge. See you in the next video.